Want to avoid a divorce? Then don't divorce yourself. That is the advice from best-selling author and international speaker Gary Douglas. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Is it even possible to divorce yourself? What do you mean by that?
Well, it's like the one thing I noticed is, it's like I've worked with thousands of couples.
Yeah.
And the one thing I noticed is that you meet somebody and you have this sense of connection. And then the first thing you do is you judge, wait a minute, I shouldn't talk about that. I shouldn't tell them about this part of me, or I shouldn't expose that part. And you start judging yourself out of the relationship. And divorcing yourself is the place where you judge you and assume that your partner can't hear what you got to say.
Okay, before you even necessarily let them make that decision for you.
They don't even
know about it.
You just do it for them.
Do you do that subconsciously, or you know what you're doing?
You pretty much do it subconsciously. You don't think about it. You don't think about it except from the point of view that, okay, I gotta be the best I am with this person because this is the person I want to have in my life.
Yeah.
So you try to present only the good side of you rather than presenting the good, the bad, and the ugly, and giving them the choice of whether they want to be with you or not.
Because your good might not necessarily be their good anyway.
Exactly. And the funny part about it is both sides do it at the same time.
Do they?
Yeah. It's like the woman's doing it, the man's doing it. They're both trying to figure out how they can judge themselves to be the best in the relationship, and in so doing, they're actually creating the division, the separation between them.
So are you saying don't change at all?
Don't change at all.
What if you're like a man about town and you suddenly find this lovely lady and you want to sort of settle down? Surely you've got to change something.
But don't lie about the fact that you've been a man about town.
Okay, right, okay, but you need to stop being the man about town.
Well,
yes.
It depends on the person you're with.
And whether she's happy with you doing that.
Whether she's happy with you being a man about town.
Okay.
Most women are not. So I wouldn't recommend it, but I see people who do it all the time. And there are some people it works.
The book is called Divorceless Relationships.
Yes.
And you say in it that the freedom to fulfill your own desires completely is one of the 3 most important factors in a great relationship.
Yes. Well, it's like the thing is, it's like, when I was married, it's like my wife hated jazz. I love jazz.
Yeah.
Okay. She liked listening to news radio all the time, 24/7. I didn't.
Did you hit him?
It's like, yeah, it did my head in. Exactly. And she also liked the air conditioning on, so there was always 60, so I always had icicles hanging out of my nose. But because I loved her, I would allow those things to happen.
But isn't it about compromise?
No.
Really?
Compromise is the greatest limitation we create in a relationship. Because it's like if you're always trying to give up something of you in order to be with somebody, you're actually destroying your relationship. You're not creating it.
But if it's something just like the air conditioning, if my husband knew that he liked it hot and I liked it cold, I would no more put it hot than I'd try to find a happy medium. Is that the thing to do?
But that's not compromise. That's
What's
communication about what really works for both of you.
So what's the difference between the compromise and the
compromise is usually where you give up your point of view in favor of somebody else's.
So I just go hot and sweat?
Yeah.
And
you go hot and sweat, or I go cold and have icicles.
All right, so you do need to sit down and talk about these things.
Well, you need to talk about it, and you need to say, look, this doesn't work for me. And it's like, that's one of the greatest gifts you can give. Because what most people do is they go, you're pissing me off because you did this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's because you've suppressed so much of what has been bothering you for so long that you do it from this fury and this anger about how things are supposed to be instead of choosing.
Do you think people have a sort of a fairy tale, that they want this fairy tale happiness?
Yeah.
And
it's like little girls are taught that Prince Charming is going to come in on a white horse and carry them away, and everything's going to be, and they're going to live happily ever after. And little boys have this point of view that they're supposed to do everything and go out and become the prince on the white horse so that they can create a relationship. What if there's no fairy tale? Yeah,
because there must be in some instances, leaving the relationship has to be the best thing to do. And
it's like, and what I say is, look at your relationship, and if it's not working, make a list of the 8 things that would have to change for it to work for you. And then look at the list and don't tell the other person. I've had more people who go tell the other partner, I need you to change this.
So you make your list and you
make your list, you don't tell them, and you look at it and go, okay, could this person change this?
Yeah.
Because with me, it's like I realized that 7 out of the 8 things that were on my list would have been like asking the leopard to change its spots.
Yeah.
And that's not kind.
Okay. Gosh, this is a big topic. Divorceless Relationships is the book. Thank you so much. Maybe you need to get your hands on it and get your head around it. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff. After the break, she spins us right round, baby, right round. Asta's finding new uses for old vinyl.